Natria Robinson.
And Cedric.
And we're Aging Grateful. And it has been a minute. It has been a little bit since we've done a video. Listen, life happens.
We'll be working.
We do.
So y'all think we down here on vacation. That's what it is.
We be working, okay, guys? But we promise to do better. We promise to do better on our video game, because we definitely want you to know, about Puerto Vallarta, about Aging Grateful, about, journey, not just in terms of us, traveling, but also other things. But today's video is about why Puerto Vallarta, or why PV.
Why PV? Let's see. Number one is it's a soft landing.
Yeah.
And you still have all the comforts of the United States. Meaning you got
Walmart,
Costco,
Sam's Club.
We saw a Church's Chicken and whatever that, what is it, Church's Chicken and something, whatever Church's Chicken combined with the little store next to church. I saw a Church's Chicken and what you call, you got Pizza Hut, Domino's, you got.
Not that we eat any of that,
no.
Mind you, but he's just saying, seeing it, right? Seeing the stuff there. They even have a Woolworths.
Yeah, that's what if y'all want to know where Woolworths is going, it's down here in PV.
It's in Puerto Vallarta. So
for y'all that's old enough to know what a Woolworths.
yes. Are we telling our age?
No, I'm just saying.
Okay. So actually, number 2 on why Puerto Vallarta is close to the United States. So for us, we lived in Arizona. So Arizona is, for us, maybe a 2.5 hour ish flight. So we could get back and forth quickly.
And it's fairly cheap.
Yeah.
You can, especially if you plan out ahead of time, you can find some really good deals
if you're flexible
on that. And if you really had to and you were in a pinch, you could drive.
You could.
It's about a 20-hour drive to Phoenix from here,
so technically, there's other options if you need it in an emergency. So there's that. Well,
okay.
Number 3. This one is a little caveat. English is widely spoken here. And I put that in air quotes because, yes, they speak Spanish here. I advise you to learn Espanol. But if you didn't know it and are not fluent or well-versed in it, you could get by. Right?
Yeah, I think you can get by literally with no English at all here. I mean, it's literally becoming a tourist destination.
I think that you still need to learn.
Oh, I'm all for learning. I would say definitely learn, but I'm just saying, don't let that be a stumbling block as to why you don't come.
Don't let that be a stumbling block. But if you can embrace the culture, embrace the culture. They like engaging with you if you're embracing the culture.
Yeah, and I have found, and I've heard it on YouTube a million times, that if you try, put forth the effort, they open up and they engage and they like it,
Unless you have words that sound like cigar.
Listen, I was saying Power Your Bar, which means to go. And we just happened to be in a place where they're selling cigars, and she thought I said cigar.
I thought he said
so they
cigar
bought like a little cigar concierge out there. I'm like, what's this for?
I thought he said cigar.
But you know what though? Again, when we talked to her and I said, well, how you say to go in Spanish? She was like, Power Your Bar. And I said, well, that's what I was saying. And she busted up laughing. And she said, okay, that's what, So we have fun because, she's learning.
It's learning.
Right.
It's learning. So, but if you did come here and you don't know Spanish, don't be discouraged. But I also say I encourage you to learn. Yeah. Because we're trying to learn, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So next is having access to an international airport. That's hugely important, right? And it's a good plus for us.
Yeah, I know some of the cities in Mexico, you may have to fly into a bigger city, like Guadalajara, Mexico City, and then you have to drive to wherever it is you're going, or take a little hop airplane. But having the airport in the city and go international is a big plus. Fly anywhere in the world.
Travel and see the world, and have Mexico as your base, right? Puerto Vallarta.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan to me.
We know.
Absolutely. Which also brings us to something that we do appreciate about Puerto Vallarta, and that is the weather. The weather is pretty much consistent for the most part.
Yeah, especially through the high season, it's pretty much the same weather every day. It gets down in the 64 or 5, and then highs about 80, 85 max.
Yes.
Pretty much every single day with not a drop of rain, everyday sunshine.
Well,
you have that occasional cloudy,
yeah.
but it's usually, it's not usually cloudy all day, but
Until low season.
right.
When it rains, but that's still a good thing.
Because it's much needed at that time.
It is much needed, and the humidity.
Yeah.
Which,
But the temperature still doesn't rise that much. It gets up in the 90s and 95ish, but it's hot.
yeah,
It's
it
hot.
could get humid.
It'll get in the sun. Yeah, it'll get humid
It'll get humid.
and hot.
Now, this actually is another reason Puerto Vallarta is a coastal city. And man, some of the views.
Yeah, the views are incredible.
Oh my gosh, some of the views are amazing.
The views that's what people come here for.
The views. They come for the beach.
They come for the beach, but these views
Oh my gosh.
up in Old Vallarta, these mountains,
Being near the water
yes.
is just
and the
gorgeous.
sunsets you get from those. I mean, it's just, it's
Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
absolutely.
Absolutely. So then, one thing that when we actually did some research before we were here, we looked at a lot of YouTube videos, but being here, we have found a very nice community of expats. And so that is definitely a plus here. People have been friendly. The locals have been amazing and friendly.
Yeah, locals are very friendly.
But also expats being here, we're all here. We're immigrants, right? We're immigrants and we're here, but we do have a nice community where we are able to lean on one another, engage with one another, interact with one another, and have a good time. So, and it's nice to be able to have that too, where you at, right?
Yeah.
So that's a beautiful thing. A nice community of expats, guys.
If that's what you're looking for.
If that's what you're looking for. And very nice events. There's a lot of events that us as expats put together and get together and have a good time.
Sure.
And so we enjoy that. We actually met, which is crazy, during the end of Black History Month, right? There was an event. And then from there, we met some people there who I know one of the gentlemen had a birthday party that next weekend, and we were invited and we went and we got to meet more people. So it just continues. The expat community here is bar none, for sure. Now, we want to talk about getting around the city, right?
Yeah. Another thing here is you don't really need a car. Uber is very affordable. I'm not going to say cheap because everybody's definition of cheap is different.
Absolutely.
Uber is very, very affordable. I mean, you can go from one side of the city to the other in about $5 to $10, depending on how far you're going.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's literally. I mean, it just works.
Yeah, and the city's walkable.
Yeah, it's definitely walkable.
It's walkable. So we walk a lot now than we did in the U.S. So that definitely is a plus too for our health. So
Yeah, I mean, but what's nice about it is the city is so beautiful. As you're walking, you don't realize how far you're walking and how long the distance you're walking. But yeah, it's definitely walkable. You can pretty much walk most places in the city.
Absolutely. And then there's something that we use all the time, which is cell phones. Okay, our cell phones, we use them a lot for our line of work, our business.
Yeah, you can get away with, I guess, depending on what service you have. I can only speak for, we have Verizon, so we don't have to switch up SIM cards or anything like that.
We're not paid by Verizon.
Not paid by Verizon. No, it works. It's not the best. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it does the job most of the time. It seems like there are some inconvenient times though. Like I noticed, what was weird for me, certain stores I noticed I would go in and I would order an Uber, and then when I come out the store I have to reboot my phone in order for it to reconnect to the internet to do that stuff. But for the most part, it works. You can get a local SIM card if you have an unlocked phone and put it in your phone and do the local stuff. But for the most part, making phone calls, text messages, WhatsApp,
For us,
hasn't been a problem at all. So
it's been a pro for us being here in Puerto Vallarta.
Yeah.
So those are our reasons why Puerto Vallarta, and there's a few others, but these are our main reasons why Puerto Vallarta. If you are happen to be here in Puerto Vallarta or are thinking about it and have any comments, suggestions, put them down below. Otherwise,
like and subscribe.
Yep.
Like,
and
subscribe.
share.
And share.
Yes, and we look forward to bringing you more videos, and always age grateful, and it's Natria.
Send it.
So talk to you later.